Hi everyone, Joy here. I'm back with this week's Minimalist Home Tour. In this week's Minimalist Home Tour, I will show you guys a couple items that I've actually been holding on to for a while, but I knew deep down that I wanted to get rid of. So a lot of times what I do is when I want to get rid of an item and I'm just not emotionally ready to get rid of it, I sort of keep them in this item limbo, which they stay in my house, but they stay in a separate area. So it's almost like emotionally I'm detaching myself from these things. And I'm taking my time to get rid of these things, and when it's finally time to get rid of them, then I feel a sense of relief. You know, when people struggle with decluttering, they're worrying about the regret, they're just not emotionally ready to do it, and there's also a certain level of shame in holding on to an item that you know you shouldn't be keeping, or that you know you don't want it, and you know for other people it could be valuable, but you're just not ready to get rid of it yet. I don't know if you can relate. Perhaps it's my own thing, but I'm pretty sure other people can relate as well. There are quite a few items that I've had in my life where maybe it was too high maintenance, maybe there was too much guilt because it was a gift from somebody. For whatever reason, I knew I didn't want the item. Even if I wanted the item, it was stressing me out too much, taking up too much of my energy and resources, so on and so forth. And then I lost the item, right? Or maybe someone stole an item that I had. And instead of only feeling grief, because there's also a certain element of grief, there's this immense sense of relief. It's almost like, it's almost like ending a relationship, whatever it might be. Maybe it's with a family, maybe it's with your lover, maybe it's with your friend. There's like an element of sadness, but there's also this sense of relief. And it's a mixed feeling. Let's say maybe it's a 30-70%, right? 30% sadness, but 70% relief. The funny thing is, I've noticed throughout my life, if I set an intention that I don't want an item, or I don't want a certain relationship, I don't want a certain situation, once I set the intention that I don't want these things, even though nothing drastically changed around me, in reality, at the time, I noticed that eventually things turn out the way exactly that I want. I think this is why people say these words like manifesting. I don't think it's just magical thing that happens, but I do think that once you set an intention that you don't want certain things for yourself, even if you feel powerless to change anything, I think subconsciously you work towards changing things, and also other people can sense that something has shifted in you, and they will also find a way to help you make these changes. I think manifesting is real, not because it's a passive thing that happens to you, but because your intention will make you subconsciously make decisions and choices and prepare you emotionally to create an ideal life or better life for yourself, better situation for yourself, even without having to take any drastic action right now. And I always say, it doesn't even matter how many items that you have. As long as you set an intention to minimize, to be a minimalist, you've already started your journey. And once you set the intention, maybe you don't recognize it, but perhaps subconsciously you will not be buying a thing. And you wouldn't even recognize that you're not buying a thing that you wanted. Maybe someone steals something from you, right? An item is stolen. But because you set an intention to be a minimalist, perhaps you're more emotionally prepared to deal with it. It's not even a matter of you having to take action all the time. Sometimes other people and other situations take the action for you. That's why I always say, set the intention first. On a practical side, if you want to get rid of an item that you have in your house, create kind of a limbo area. Put things that you don't want in a box and you're not ready to get rid of it yet. Give yourself time. Let yourself emotionally prepare. And sometimes, the trash takes itself out, whether it's an item that's stolen, a person that's stolen, or a relationship that's ended. The intention is really half the battle. You never know what one small decision can have as an impact on other things in your life. It could be changing one aspect of your diet. You don't know what that would mean way down the road for your future health, right? And I've learned over the years that I'm perhaps less willing to be cold. It's a little more difficult for me to just throw things away and cut things out emotionally. It might not seem like it because I'm very quick to declutter things. It's easy for me to physically get rid of things that I don't want anymore if I'm not emotionally attached to them. But I'm still an emotional person. I always have been. I like to see myself as an artist. I'm sensitive. So when I am attached to an item or a relationship, it is very difficult for me to get rid of them, even though it's hurting me, even though it's toxic, it's not benefiting me. In these cases, I can put an item in a limbo, like a bag that's hanging next to my bathroom door. You will see in my home tour soon what I mean. I could put a relationship or a situation in a limbo in my heart. I know I want to get rid of it. I set an intention to get rid of it. And whether I take active actions to make that happen or not, I noticed that eventually things just come together by falling apart perfectly. Even loss has a value, because sometimes loss means freedom. Sometimes loss means you have room to grow and you have room to make way for better things. Once you set the intention that you will walk away, you will find a better place for yourself, even if you relapse, I'm telling you, you become more emotionally resilient. You become more ready to let go. And it hurts less and less to get rid of an item, to get rid of a relationship that doesn't make sense, because you are continually choosing to do the right thing for yourself, as everyone should. And on that note, let's start this week's Minimalist Home Tour. Let's go! Hello everyone, I'm back with this week's Minimalist Home Tour. Thank you so much for your patience. We will start this week's Minimalist Home Tour from my bedroom. As you can see, my mattress cover is actually gone because I am washing it right now. You can hear the washing machine. I'm actually going to go ahead and wash the cover as well. If not tonight, then maybe tomorrow. So one thing that I did talk about before, sometimes I'll separate my tasks into smaller chunks, and I'm happy even if I don't finish a task, all of it in one day. So I will take my time getting things done if need be. That way I still make progress and I don't feel overwhelmed. And of course, here's a foldable table right here, and you can see I got a little sweet snack and a pen. And over here behind this fridge is kind of like my closet area, so you can see all my current in-season clothes. So off-season clothes, like clothes for summer, are in the suitcase. The weather's getting a little bit warmer. It's going back and forth between cold and warm. So warmer days clothes are in the suitcase. So I'm gonna have to do a closet overhaul soon. And that could be another content sometime soon, obviously. And up here, of course, I've got my little plushie. And one thing that I did this declutter is I decluttered a couple of my jewelry. This is my class ring. This was a ring from my friend. I think she probably made this somewhere. And this is a bracelet from Taiwan, and this one's from Vietnam. These were all gifts, and the earrings were also a gift to me. But yeah, those are what I decided to keep. And of course, my socks and underwear and stuff like that are there. And we'll go into the fridge. You can see I do need to take out some food trash. I got a bunch of vegetables. I've been eating most of my meals at home, unless I'm going out with other people, which is, you know, pretty good. I've been pretty good at cooking, but I've also ordered in some chicken and stuff like that, and, you know, so on and so forth. So most of my meals are cooked, but sometimes I do eat out, so on and so forth. And of course, there's laundry, and we'll go into the bathroom. And highlight of today's video would be actually this bag, because they have things in here that I want to declutter, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the bathroom tour first and come back to this. And of course, here's, you know, nothing much, nothing new. Shampoo and hair treatment right there. Of course, the essentials, foam cleanser for makeup remover. There's, you know, razor and the mouthwash. And up here, things that I access less often. I had 2 sun cream only because that one was a gift. So I usually only buy one thing of an item. So if I need like a cream, I only buy one cream. I don't buy multiples. But yeah, I do have 2 different types of sunscreen because one of them was a gift. I have a hairbrush, floss, 2 hair products. They're kind of different. You know, it's a creamy type and that's kind of an oil type because I am a hairdresser. And of course, I've got some disinfectant solution and a little cream for my finger because, you know, I have the chemical burns, as you can see. I don't need to do my nails again. But anyways, there's, you know, my Q-tips, of course, and down here is a toner, and I use face cream, and I use body lotion, and then this is my deodorant, and of course some cream for ointment for my finger, and my toothbrush. And you can see I don't have my toothpaste because I need to buy a new toothpaste, but I do have a toothbrush and toothpaste in my backpack, so that's what I've been using today. But, you know, I do need to buy some new toothpaste pretty soon. And of course, there's some cleaning supplies down there, and that is my bathroom. And, you know, the more important part, here are the clothes that I'm actually going to be decluttering. Let's go through them real quick. So here are my jeans. You can see there's some bleach stains. That's why I'm decluttering it. I do like that this is stretchy material. It's quite thin. It's very comfy, but I'm gonna need to get a new pair of jeans soon if I need them. And I've got this pants. This was kind of a gift that I've only worn it a couple times, but these pants are actually quite big for me. That's why I'm decluttering it. And I got 2 scarves, and these are, again, there's a pattern. Everything has been a gift except for my jeans. And you can see I'm only getting rid of this because of the stains. But over here, this scarf was a re-gifted one to me, and it just looks kind of like a imitation product of a certain brand, and I don't know if I want to keep that scarf just because I don't really need it. And I do need a scarf, and this has been useful during winter. But you know, the season's changing, and I don't know if I could pick out a scarf that I wanted for the winter. I don't know if I want a very strong colored one, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and declutter that one. And these tights were also a gift. These tights are okay, but they're very, very tight on me as well. And I do prioritize comfort a little bit more as I get older than whatever looks the tightest on me. So that's why I'm going to be decluttering 5 of these items. Now that we toured that, let's go into the kitchen area. I've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of shoes here. I do have heels at work. I actually have 3 different heels. 2 of them need fixing. One of them is just the pink heel that I use at work whenever I need a little height, so on and so forth. So yeah, I think I'm going to be keeping most of these shoes. I do need to clean those boots and stash them away once the spring comes around. Of course, my laundry machine is working very, very hard. And over here is the kitchen. A couple things, I just done my dishes, obviously. And over here, these gloves are new, but this was actually, somebody left a note inside my building. And they were giving away a bunch of things. They had a little note. It's like, take it if you need it. So that was a free gloves. I decided to keep it for more of a cleaning needs. Because I do have, excuse me, I do have these gloves that I use for doing my hair and so on and so forth. But I thought, why don't I just get another glove for heavier duty cleaning? I don't know if I'm going to keep using that for sink or whatever, but I'm thinking I could separate the roles between these two. One thing you do about me is I do change things around, and I do kind of dabble here and there and figure out what works for me, experiment, so on and so forth. And of course, nothing much. My kitchen cabinet has a bunch of different things, lots of rice packets because I've been cooking a lot, as I mentioned before. Got some board games. I learned many new board games, which I love to share with you guys, and so on and so forth. And I'm actually fighting an urge to buy every single board game that I enjoyed. It's very tempting, but I'm fighting it. And of course, there's some extra toilet paper, and down here there should be more toilet paper. And don't get surprised, trigger warning, ta-da! But it's not that scary. But I do have a little wig here. I actually picked this one up because somebody threw it away at my school, so I decided to bring it because it's like a mannequin that I can use to show demonstration to students, so on and so forth. So I think it could be useful. Of course, I don't have a trash can. I just keep my trash bag in here. There's even more toilet paper back there, laundry detergent, and another little bag, and a little yoga mat. And back there is my jump ropes. So it's quite a small space, but I got everything I need, and let's just go to the outro. So that was my Minimalist home tour. I hope y'all liked it. If you liked it, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time with more content. Bye!